Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Can It Take a K26? The show where we take a variety of blasters and see if they can be upgraded using a K26 spring. I am your host, Captain Xavier, and our first contestant today is the Adventure Force Tactical Strike. Now this is an off-brand rival blaster. They're nifty. They come with a hopper, but they can take Nerf rival magazines, which is nifty. We're going to see if this thing can take a K26. Most rival blasters, the spring in them is as heavy as K26, if not heavier. But I haven't ever played with one of these. So let's get it open and find out. Good Lord. Oh, jeez. So the spring in this thing is beefy and long. It doesn't actually feel as heavy as K26, possibly. So I am going to give it a try. We're going to go with a length of K26 that's the same length as the stock spring. So it does look like K26 is it's a real close. But it is a slightly higher frequency, so we could probably get away with going a little bit longer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's super easy to swap out. It's as easy. This one may rival the Kronos for being the easiest blaster to K26 that I've ever done. I'm going to say this one's actually easier because it's easier to put back together because you don't have to deal with the safety and all that you have in the back. Alright, let's see if it'll catch. Yep. It catches and it does feel a little bit heavier, so I'm going to go get chrono readings before I lose all my sunlight. Alright, well... it did, in fact, improve it. The stock performance, this was coming in at between 90 and 100 FPS and was hitting around 70 to 80 feet. With the K26, it's now coming in at 110 to 120 FPS and hitting closer to 100 feet. And accurately, which is what really impressed me. I believe this is more accurate than any Nerf rival blaster that I've gotten up to this power. So I am actually... pleasantly surprised by this. So, yeah, there you go. The Adventure Force Tactical Strike can take a K26. Alright, on to the next contestant. But first, a word about our sponsor. Can It Take a K26 is sponsored by Out of Darts, who provided me with the spring that I use in these episodes. Check out his Etsy page. He sells everything you could need Nerf related, and it's awesome. On to the show. Our next contestant is the Dartzone Powerball. Now, as far as I can tell, this very much appears to simply be a reshell of the Tactical Strike, or the Tactical Strike as a reshell of this. I don't know which one came out first, and frankly, I don't care. The one difference is this one does not appear to have an air restrictor, and I don't know if that is how they come normally, or if whoever had this before me took the AR out. But we're going to see if it is just a reshell and if this thing can take a K26. Yep. Exact same internals. Which means it definitely can take a K26. I'm going to try putting a little bit more in this time. That's probably going a little too far, but I'm going to give it a go. These blasters have definitely surpassed the Kronos as being the easiest blasters to put K26 in. Now, what I am dubious about is whether this vertical foregrip style pump can take the added weight. The other one didn't have a vertical foregrip, and so it was a much more stable pump. It didn't have its own leverage working against it. But we will see. Just need to get enough screws in here so that I can see if it'll catch. Alright, let's talk numbers, and there's some pretty cool numbers. The performance of the two were identical because they're identical internally. It came in at between 90 and 100 FPS stock, and was hitting around 70 to 80 feet. With K26, it's coming in at 110 to 120 FPS and hitting a solid 100 feet, 90 to 100 feet, and accurately. The neat thing is I discovered it's very easy to double load, and with K26, this thing will hit almost the same range as firing 2 rounds as it was hitting stock. It's coming in at 85 feet per second and firing at least 60 feet, firing 2 rounds, which is fantastic. So that is the really cool thing, I think, about putting K26 in these, is it allows it to very functionally fire 2 rounds at once. So there you have it. The Dartzone Powerball can take a K26. Let's recap. All right, for those of you just tuning in or who just skipped to the end to see the results, that was a yes for the Adventure Force Tactical Strike, and that was a yes for the Dartzone Powerball, which isn't surprising because they are the same internally. This one has an AR and this one doesn't, and that didn't make any difference performance-wise that I could tell. I definitely like the look, the handguard, and the pump grip on this one more. But if you prefer the vertical foregrip, then this is the one for you. They both got about a 20% increase in power from the K26, and I put in about 19 coils. You might be able to get one, or yeah, I think 19 coils. You might be able to get one more in and still be able to catch, but I doubt you're going to see that much of a performance difference at that point. But they do now fire 120 FPS and up to 100 feet, and they will fire 2 rounds at 85 FPS at up to 60 feet. So that makes them absolutely wonderfully functional blasters. I'm not a huge fan of this top hopper, but it works. I may have to tinker with that and see if I can't come up with something better. But as it is, it does function, and it functions well. So there you have it. If you happen to have these and happen to have K26, you can definitely get a little bit more power out of them. The one thing I will warn you, of course, as I should with every episode, and I haven't, and I feel bad about that, is putting K26 in these is going to reduce their life. This plastic particularly is a little more brittle than Nerf plastic, and so if you dry fire too many times, or just from the added wear and tear of having the extra spring load, they are going to break eventually, and they're going to break sooner than they would normally. So keep that in mind if you're going to do these upgrades, but if you really want the power and for the price, these are a good option. So there you have it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions for future episodes, go ahead and put them in the comment section, and as always, thank you guys for watching.